I crashed again. Woo!
Yep, this is what one of the crashes looks like on Hello Loose on Xbox. Hello everyone, my name is Awake, and today I will be showing you guys the data that I have collected over the past 2 weeks when it comes to the crashing issues that problem the Xbox Series consoles. This is in no way or shape or form, or whatever you want to call it, to throw shade at the developers at T17 and the people that kind of run everything. This is just to show that crashing issues are a big problem with the console. So let's get right into the data. Okay, so here we are. I have collected the data from my past 100 games over the past 2 weeks, and I separated all of them between server, map, mode, time in game. This is time in game, so how long when I join the server and the game ends, that's what the time I count as, because I always try to rejoin the games if I can. If I don't, I end the crashing report, that video or whatever, right then and there. So for example, if I join a new game and the game lasts a whole, let's say 45 minutes, but then let's say I crash at the 10 minutes into the game, I still will count that whole 45 minutes as me crashing at least that one time. Crashes in game, do keep note for crashes in game. I am counting everybody that said that they crashed in my Xbox party or people beyond that. And what I mean by that is people, maybe if we're playing a competitive game, be like, oh, we had 3 people crash on this side, we had 2, so that's 5 total in a 90-minute game, let's say. And then if I was in a white chat, this will come into play later. As you can see, throughout all of this data, I have recorded 100 games, and at the totals, I have played 3,971 minutes with 153 crashes. So why include white chats? Well, I kind of came to the conclusion at the end of this crash report that white chat is the main reason that you crash out of games. And there's kind of no denying that, just given this right here, with crashes in white chat 152 and crashes not in white chat 1. And you could be saying like, oh, that's because you're always in a white chat, so you're always, in games, when that's really not the case, because I'd still played 20 games without a white chat and still only crashed once. So that's a 1 crash to 20 game ratio, which doesn't make sense to me. So I just kind of concluded within the 80 or so games that I played that 152 of those crashes were due to white chat. And the one chat that I was not in white, that was a Stalingrad game. Stalingrad has something mathematically, proportionally, just something is wrong about that map that is systematically causing Xbox players to crash. It's usually just on Xbox that Stalingrad has issues. I mean, everyone also makes the case that Remagen has issues, but if I go down to the total games played at the very bottom of this report, where is it? Remagen, I played 10 times and only had 17 reported crashes. So there's really no correlation. This is just the big outlier of Stalingrad. And just to keep a preference is this is an average of 6 to 8 people every single day that I'm in a white chat that report this. So like within 8 people in a game, this is like kind of where most of the data came from. The only outliers are in the ones in yellow, which means I have it right here. Games played in yellow are games that were recorded in a burn game. So if I'm playing in a comp game or something like that, because I do play competitive Hello Loose on console in the TPL and Summit leagues, that either those burn games I recorded had some sort of significant crashes. Like, as you can see, we had in 12 minutes 15 crashes recorded by 2 teams. Or if I would say the games in yellow were a scrim game or a competitive TPL match, for example, the PHL that we had against HLE, we had 4 crashes in that game itself. So just do keep in mind, I just want to separate those because it is basically two teams that will give me data if it is possible. But other than that, this is kind of like all the data that I have collected. A link of this will be down in the description below if people do want to see and test out any other mathematical formulas of like oh, like what is the EU crash rate on, you know, FOI or something like that. I mean, I don't think I played a lot of EU. I mostly play US in some EU games because I am a US based player. And some people may wonder, why am I not playing, like, doing like the server like US East, US West, and Central, or other than EU? Why not do like other servers? The main reason is I still want to have some sort of sanity, so I don't want to play like 25 games or like 10 games or 20 games on Australian servers and then Asia East, which is just a pointless thing to play, or, you know, Russian servers or something like that. I don't want to like do every single server. I still want to have some sanity, and these are the servers that have the most population, so that's kind of the route I went with. But yeah, this is all the data. This is what I have collected over the past 2 weeks. If someone has some sort of mathematical formula that they want to add, please DM me on my Discord or even message me on YouTube. We can get in contact there. But this is the data that I have collected. The one thing that I just don't like is this average crashes per game. 1.5 crashes a game, so a crash and a half a game. You know, people may look at that and be like, oh, that's, you know, not too bad. That's only one crash per game. But like, if you think about it, if you play a 10-minute match, you're crashing 10% of the time. And that's not good. And that's like, it's just frustrating to see, because like, given I played video games throughout my whole life, you know, from the Call of Duty days to me playing Destiny or some sort of indie game, you really don't crash that much in those games. If I had to recall how many times I crashed in Call of Duty, it's probably in the hundreds of times I've crashed. But that's also because the first 10 years I've been playing video games, I was playing Call of Duty. And I don't really crash that much on Call of Duty, or really on any other game that I played. And I do play this game on PC. I don't really crash on there. I've had one crash throughout my 50 hours or so playing on PC, and it was on the test server. The first time I played the test server into a lobby, I crashed. Probably because my PC broke, but that's a different story. Moving beside that, this is the data. I mean, this is as hard of data as someone can collect, recording their past 100 games over a span of 2 weeks. And one thing I do also want to add in this is that when someone joins a white chat, meaning if you're in a game by yourself and a friend tries to join off you, or a random player, they try to join off your profile, you are in a white chat and you cannot get out of a white chat. Even if that player does not join that said game that you are in, it's like an infection. You can crash still. It's something that we found. If you're in a white chat and you're by yourself in a white chat, you can still crash. It does not matter if you have, you know, 2 people in a white chat, you by yourself in a white chat, or 6 people in a white chat. If you are in a white chat, you have a chance of crashing if you are an Xbox player. It is very unfortunate that we found that. There's also 3 types of crashes. One you saw at the beginning of the video, that's a freeze crash, where it's basically just a game freeze. There's another crash, what we call the dashboard or menu crash, where you basically crash to the Xbox dashboard. And then there's the message crash, which tells you something like your console is out of memory, and it tells you to like close apps that are running in the background, which is the only time I've ever seen that message is when I'm playing Hell Loose. I will show those in like a crash montage at the end of this video. Just a little bit of a side note about these 2 things, that there's 3 types of crashes, and if you're in a white chat, you can still crash even if you're by yourself.
Well, that's true. If Ron is crazy.
I'm gonna follow him.
I just want to delve into the mind of Philip the Sheep.
Expecto. Yeah, wait, they're just pushing straight.
Good shot.
Watch for that trench here in front of us.
I think I can go over it, right?
Thank you.
Oh, wasn't it? Yeah, he stole all my kills. A4, I think you're gonna lag. Wow, I fucking ate my words. Jesus Christ. Dude, I don't know why. And I crashed. Sweet. Love crashing.
I need to.
My game crashed. Are you fucking kidding me?
Know where this is. We didn't get those supplies earlier, did we? I already know where we went wrong here.
Thought I missed it with the ping or something.
Oh,
Nah, you're right on. I was in that little bunker area,
It just wrecked me.
trench area.
Whoa. What is this one? That was a large crash. Holy shit.
Can. I mean, yeah. I mean, all the suits are my. Oh my. Yep. Collapse back in a little bit. Oh my god.
Go forward.
Forward, comrade.
Forward! Oh my god. Din!
Tin crashed. I believe Tin crashed.
I think he's accepting someone's. Oh.
Yeah.
Yep, he crashed.
Yeah, they're all pushed up.
Tanks
on
holding me
these
up.
spot-
That's
Where?
an airhead to our south.
Oh, I see it. I'm gonna go camp it.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
getting
at
shot,
fucking
though.
12 frames
Thank
a
you.
second.
Ping tanks again if you guys can.
Accurate G-ping through enemy tank.
See this,
He's
Craig?
pushed up probably about like
This is-
equidistant right here.
This is what frame drops are like. And that kind of wraps it up for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Just a few notes that I want to say before I end off the video. Please don't go off and harassing the developers or anybody involved with T17. They are people, they do have lives, and our voices have been heard. Not from this video in particular, but from the Discord. As you see, they made changes to map rotation to test things out. Granted, it wasn't the best in my opinion, but you know, they did listen to our voices, and I think they have to get some credit for that. Also, I don't have any solutions of how this crashing issue happens or how to fix it. The only way that I have seen that actually works to fix this is to literally play by yourself and have no one join on you, and completely avoid Stalingrad if you're an Xbox player. That's the only way that I have seen through testing and just from my personal experience that the crashing issues don't occur. It is what it is. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, I'm not a developer of a video game company. I don't have all the answers. It is not my job to tell you the fixes and the solutions and the problems that are happening. This is just kind of evidence to show that there is a positive correlation between being in a white chat and crashing, as well as just playing Stalingrad in general, because Stalingrad is just a broken map, fundamentally. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I have one clip at the end of this, and as always, have a good day.
We're good.
Dude, I instantly fucking crashed as soon as I joined the game. I'm not even fucking kidding. What the fuck, dude?